Hey everyone, welcome to this video where I will be talking Cardano, however you say it. Um, it's a smart contract platform and it's currently very low in terms of price. We're going to be talking about that. So, quick video. If you haven't heard about Cardano, let me actually go through a few things firstly. So, Cardano is currently, I would say, a project. It's a very ambitious project. It's a decentralized public blockchain. In the vein of Ethereum, it is a smart contract platform. This is from their website. Um, Seeks to deliver a really more advanced version of Ethereum, according to them. Cardano, by the way, is actually the name of an Italian guy who apparently was a friend of Leonardo da Vinci. So I'm assuming he was a scientist or mathematician. And if you look deeper, there are some scientific principles behind Cardano. The most interesting thing for me is that it has a settlement layer and something similar to a compute layer. This is also uh, this is the IOHK website. And the settlement layer is basically a ledger like the Bitcoin blockchain that will handle the ADA coin. So the main coin on the Cardano blockchain is ADA, and that's what you'll sometimes see on the exchanges. And the Cardano platform is the entirety of it all, and the compute layer is where the smart contracts will run. Now, what they're aiming for is something that just scales better, is a lot more complex. Won't go into too much of that detail here, but it certainly sounds impressive. Now, why am I making this video? So let's get down to the meat. So if you look here on CoinMarketCap, Cardano isn't even on the top 10, and yet every now and again somebody talks about it. It's at number 12, and it's currently sitting at about 3 cents, 3.7 cents. And when I first had the idea last week to make the video, it was a little bit lower than that. So the point of this video is that many of us feel that we didn't get into Bitcoin early enough, and we sometimes look for the next big thing. If you've watched my videos before, you know that I'm pretty much against a lot of these altcoins. Typically my strategy is um, look at investing. If you have a chunk of money to invest, look at Bitcoin and Ethereum, and maybe, as I've said before, some Ethereum just to play the ratio, to swap it out for Bitcoin. I'm not a big fan of XRP uh, or most of these. Monero, probably the privacy angle. But Cardano could be a smart contract platform if they get it right. It could take off, and it's really cheap right now. The other one could be Tron. I don't know enough about Tron. So I'll look at that in an upcoming video, but there's also a lot of question marks around Tron. So one of the things I like to do is look at the previous all-time high just to get a yardstick. For example, Bitcoin got to close to $20,000, and while people make these wild predictions, yeah, it could go to 80,000, 100,000. McAfee, I think, says a million. I look at where it's been previously, and if you look at the question, should I invest? The first thing I look at is, well, if it gets to where it got previously, um, you know, is that alone worthwhile from a pure investment perspective? Now, I'm not giving you any financial advice. This is just speculative, and this is just a YouTube video. Cardano, early in, I think it was 2018, yeah, around there, got to $1.20. Okay, and it's currently sitting at 3.7 cents. So let's do a bit of maths. I like doing maths. I'm a maths guy. So if I take a dollar and I divide that by 0.037, you're going to get about 27 ADA coins for your dollar. So if you put $100 in Cardano today, you're going to get 2,702 ADA coins. If Cardano gets to that $1.20, again, where does that take us? $3,200. So your $100 investment could become, if we get back to the price that it's reached already, could become $3,200. So that's just to show you the potential investment opportunity if they get things right. Okay, before I go more into predictions. So where are we right now? So Cardano is already a proof of stake coin. However, what they have at the moment is a lot of scientific mumbo jumbo documentation. You can go and read it. They have a wallet. Okay, so they've got all the details on the project. They have a proof of stake algorithm. You can stake already. I believe so. I haven't tried it. And they've got a few wallets. There isn't really any dApps that I can see running. This project isn't live in the sense that Ethereum's live. You can deploy something to Ethereum today. So there are many websites like this. So if I go to State of the dApps and I look at all platforms, I see Clayton, Ethereum, Steam still there. I don't see any Cardano because it's not live. There's Neo. What's really interesting is that if you go to games, you see quite a mix. If you go to finance, it's really Ethereum, and that's why it's the safer bet. There's Maker number two. So Maker is actually the second biggest. But what are we looking at? We're looking at users. But there's no Cardano. Getting back to the point of the video, so it's not live yet. It's really early, but is it early enough where this 3 cents is a steal? If you've ever said to yourself, man, I wish I got Bitcoin at $1 or even 10 or even $100. And if we look at what could potentially be that opportunity again, could it be Cardano? That's what I'm saying. Okay. So if you've never heard of it before, or if you haven't paid much attention to it before, do a bit of reading. If you want, it's very interesting. It's proof of stake. It's not really live yet. They've got a wallet. I think you can store it on a Trezor by linking it to the wallet, just like how when you try to store Ethereum on a Trezor, it uses my Ether wallet. The other one might be easier, the Ledger Nano. Okay, and then just to end, let's have a look at some predictions. So you're going to get any number of ridiculous predictions for almost any coin out there. Um, but just to show you what people are saying, here's a guy that says, oh, $65 might go as high as $89. Wow. From 3 cents, that would be amazing. Here's a guy that says, well, $2.50. I showed you how $1.20 from the current uh, standpoint is a good return. So $2.50, a lot more realistic than some of this mumbo jumbo. Um, but would be fantastic if it does from here. So you can look at the various predictions. What I do like to look at is the founder of Cardano, Charles Hoskinson. Look, he seems to be a very smart guy. He did an AMA recently, 3rd of Jan. I've watched it. I want to watch it again because he really comes across as a nice guy, smart guy. He was, by the way, he was one of the co-founders of Ethereum, Charles Hoskinson. So I really recommend watching this AMA. I found it very interesting to the point where I'll watch it again. A lot of his videos are very interesting. If he is genuine and they manage to pull off this ambitious project, then yeah, this is gonna take off. This could in a few years' time be up there in the top 10, maybe even in the top 5. I'm not gonna make a price prediction because that's just ridiculous. I would say look at the project, and if you want to stick $100 in and get your 2,700 odd coins and just forget about it, like some people did in the early days of Bitcoin, that might be worthwhile. Now, I don't want to end the video without talking about some of the negatives. So the one is it's not really live. It's just almost theoretical at this point in terms of what they want to build. There aren't any dApps. If you look at the top smart contract platforms, it's Ethereum, Neo. There's no Cardano here. I've never seen anything actually running on Cardano. The other thing I need to bring to your attention is that there are some people who are skeptical. Most people are positive. There's a YouTuber called Chieko Crypto. Some of you may have heard about him. Um, And he put out a video about a week or two ago saying he thinks Cardano is basically a scam. He investigated some of the Japanese lawyers, and he found some link. You can go and watch it. Um, Cardano is very big in Japan. In fact, some people call it the Japanese Ethereum. And then it gets even sillier from there. I mean, I found this link before today. I didn't even know about this. Um, Apparently, Chieko Crypto is going to fight Charles Hoskinson in some kind of charity match. So charity, yeah, that's good. August of 2020, so still a few months away. Cincinnati. Um, so he says this is going to be interesting. I'm not sure if this is a publicity stunt. There's very few people who come out against Cardano from what I've seen. However, all I'm saying is you can't ignore those voices. So it's up to you as to whether you want to buy ADA. The other thing I'll say is that even if these guys get it right, um, this is going to be a long game. It's going to take years, even if they get it right, probably, for Cardano to really show its potential. But it could, the previous $1.20 actually happened in line, obviously, with the Bitcoin bull run. So if you're a short-term investor and you're saying, well, I know it's going to take years, maybe 5 years, maybe even 10 years for this thing to really reach its potential, maybe it will challenge Ethereum one day as the premier smart contract platform. But in the short term, if we see a Bitcoin bull run in 2020 or 2021, will it follow? And if it gets to $1.20 from 3 cents, 3.7 cents, I've shown you what those returns are. That could be why you might want to be interested in this in the short term. Okay, so is Cardano a steal at 3 cents or 3.7 cents? I don't know, but it's something you want to look at. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that, and have a look out for more videos. Subscribe and hit like, guys. And thank you for watching. Really appreciate it, and I'll see you again soon.